Today we will implement in our project. We will see how to use it. The process I already explained step by step how we define those we are going to implement now. Let's open this project now. Our to do application. Right. In this application, I will start application and npm run API. We need to start API and this. So we have user will log in or David11. So here appointments, some dependency missing. Cookies. So the appointments are there. Now what is the concept? We need to click on shared. And when I click on shared, that appointment must be shared with other users. So when David sign out and another user logs in, he must see that appointment. Let's see how we can do. So as I given yesterday, step by step, we will see. Already steps I given, we will see that. First step, what we have to do, we need to install React Redux for our project. How to install React Redux? npm install redux.js / toolkit and React Redux and save. That is what we have to do. So we are installing Redux.js toolkit. Okay. After this, once it is installed, now what is the first step? After installing, we have to create slicers. So let's go to the project and src. Here we will add slicers. In the slicers, we will add some task slicer dot .jsx. Any name, because we want to add one task as shared. Task is appointment. Okay. So what we have to define in the task slicer? What slicer contains? Yesterday, as I explained, it contains the data to handle. What data you want to handle globally. So I will create initial state. What is the data? I want shared appointments. Shared appointments is an array. It will contain list of all appointments shared. And it is a collection of appointments shared by users. And shared appointments count. That is number. How many appointments shared we want to keep. That is initial state. After that, how to create slicer? Constant task slicer is equal to, we have to use create slice. We have to use create slice. Create slice is expecting some attributes. One is name, that is slicer name. Slicer name, so task slicer, that is the name. What data it should handle? Initial state, that is the data it should handle. And reducers, what actions it should handle? Reducer contain a collection of actions. What is the action? add to shared. That is one action. When user clicks add to shared, then automatically what it should do, it will have a state and it will have an action. What it is going to do by using the state, what it will do by using state, we can access shared appointments because it is an array. Into that we will push. So we will push what a new item is added into array. What to push? The appointment coming from the shared button. When they click share button, one appointment we will send. That means on action button click. Button click is an action. On button click action, we will send a shared appointment. We have to collect that shared appointment and we have to push that into this array. How to collect? Action have payload. Payload is nothing but the data coming from the action. That means in your component, there will be an action called share. When the share action fires up, we will send some data and that data will come, and payload is the data coming from component and it will be updated into store. From the component, the data is coming and it is updating into the store. What else need to be updated? State dot shared appointments count. How you will get? By using state dot shared appointments dot length. It is nothing but how many appointments are there. So that means based on how many appointments are there, the length will be applied to the count. Okay, slicer is ready. We have to export this action from slicer. How to export the action from slicer? Export default. What we have to export? Add to shared. Add to shared. From where? From task slicer dot actions. From start slicer actions, we have to bring this action and we need to export. Another thing we have to export. What is it? Export. What we have to export? Task slicer dot what? Reducers. Reducer also we have to export. This is export constant. Constant. Sorry. Add to shared. This is export what? Default. Because you know that in module system only one can be default. You can write export here also, no problem. After writing, you can export, or while writing declaration itself, you can export. But there can be only one default export. So here, this is the default. It will export reducer. Reducer means it will export the state and action. And here it is exporting this particular action. What is that action? Add to shared. Okay, it's ready. That means the task slicer contains the data. Whatever data is defined, we can use anywhere inside components. Let's see how. Slicer is ready. Yesterday I given all this syntax. I explained also this. Slicer is ready. Next we need a store. We have to create a store. Let's go to SRC and we are adding a store. And this is store.jsx. How to define the store? To define the store, what we have to do? Export default. We will use the store name as configure store, create store. Configure store according to the latest version, configure store. Okay, what this configure store will contain? Reducer. Reducer uses task slicer. We have to use the task slicer. How to get the task slicer? So task slicer we have to import. Import what? Task slicer. Oh, task slicer from where to import dot slash. It should import from slicers in the task slicer. We have to import the task slicer. And this reducer should use which one? Task slicer. We should use the task slicer. It should use the task slicer. That means now store contains both data as well as actions. Store contains data and actions. Data is indicating what data to store. Actions indicates on when the data should be updated. That's ready. One more thing we have to do. What is it? We need to go to main.jsx. In main.jsx, here we have to use one more. What is it? Provider. From React Redux, we have to use the provider. And very important, this provider uses a store. Store is coming from store. That means the store you created, it will come. That means whatever data is in the store, it can be used by any component inside this router. Inside the router, any component can use it. Any component can use. That is done. What else we have to do? One more work we have to do. What is it? We have to go to the appointments share button. We need to go to the appointment. Oh, some problem is there. What is it? Acha, task slicer is not having exporter. That means it is mentioned as default export. If it is mentioned as default export, we cannot use like this. We have to just export without parent block. That's fine. And why this data is not loading? Dependencies. Let's go to the appointment details. Appointment details. In that load appointments, whenever there is change in appointments, that will be fine, right? So whenever change in appointments, whenever change in cookies, right, we need to better mention them. Okay, now what should happen? When I click share button, this appointment must be shared with others. That means another user also must able to see it, right? Now we have to go to appointment details page, and here we have to write a function called handle share click. Okay. On share click, this will fire up when they click the share button. That means here we write on click, but important, on click, we will access handle share click, but into that we need to send current appointment. Which appointment you want to share, you need to send that appointment into the store. That means appointment is already there. We have to send this appointment. Already you know how to send custom arguments. How to send custom arguments into a event. We already learned. We have to use a callback, and here we have to use handle share click. On this, we will send appointment. Now what we have to do is we have to collect this appointment here. We are collecting the appointment, and this appointment should be sent to the store. How we can send appointment to the store? By using a dispatcher. That means we have to use a dispatcher. So we have to use let dispatch is equal to use dispatch. We have a dispatch hook. Now what we will do is by using that dispatch, we can access a function. Which function? Add to shared. Into that function, add to shared is a reducer function. Into the function, we have to send the payload. Payload is data. Data need to be sent. So data is which one? Data is appointment. We are sending the payload. That means data is sent into that location. And remember, the loading of appointment should affect based on store also. Based on store. Whenever store is changing, it should update. it should update and it should display your wish, because loading again it depends on store. Okay, now dispatch appointment, and we will put one alert. Alert is nothing but appointment shared. Appointment shared. You can do one thing. You can use a confirm and you can ask, are you sure you want to share? If yes, then it will be shared. Otherwise, no. We can do that. How we can do? So just what you can do for that, we can write. So where confirm, where stat confirm, and are you sure? Am I right? Want to share, right? Then want to share what slash n, want to share, this is backtick. Okay, if I use backtick, want to share that appointment dot title, right? And if stat is equal to true, that means they said yes, then it will share. It will dispatch the appointment. Otherwise, we will leave it. So that is just a confirmation we are using. So you want to share the appointment? Yes, then we will do. And after sharing the appointment, we have to show the appointment in dashboard. Where is the dashboard? In the dashboard here, we want to display the appointment. We want to display the count here. How many are shared? We want to show here. Shared how many we want to show. Then I will put a span here. This is position relative and this is position absolute. Absolute and badge and BG dark. So rounded circle. I will use some options. And here we want to get the shared appointment count. How to get? How many appointments are shared? The count I want to display here. How to get the count? I have to get the count. Yesterday I showed you how to access the store by using store. Store dot what? Get state. Get state will have appointments count. We will get the appointments count. How many appointments are there? We can get the appointments count. And here use effect should always change based on store. That means whenever store changes, whenever cookies changes, it should get updated and display. Now let's see now in the design what we are doing. Shared are currently 0. Right now I want this David. So to share React.js class, then I click on the share button. Then it says, are you sure you want to share React.js class? Right, say okay. Then it has to load that appointment and display here. And why it is not showing, some problem is there. Actually, this loading appointment has some issue, because whenever store changes, cookie changes, search string changes, and actually it have not on search string, navigate, loading all appointments, appointment details, some dependency is missing somewhere. Filtered appointments based on search string and appointments, means all dependencies must be given. If any one dependency is not updated, then it will have issue. Okay. From appointment details, are we navigating anywhere? We are not navigating. We are navigating, I think. where we are not using any navigate. Okay. Now see here, let's check. That means this is not updated. Why it is not updated? Let's go to, I will refresh once. I will sign out. Who have to log in? Another user is John12. John, when he logs in, this is John appointment. Both appointments are same, it is showing. John12, John. User logged in, but appointments are same. Where problem is there? So load appointments is loading the appointments. User appointments, it is filtering the appointments. Cookies not required. Filtered appointments depend on search string only. Na? David. David appointments fine. John. John appointments also same coming. Let's check cookies. db.json. These are appointments of David. Client meeting. Same is there, huh? Acha. This is React.js. React.js class, huh? Okay. React.js class. This is changing, na? Fine. But the shared appointment, why it is not updating? Let's check. I say share birthday. Okay. After sharing, it should update there. That means let's check extension. I told you Redux DevTools. In the Redux DevTools, you can see now clearly here. What is the action? Action is, you can see the action. Action is payload. Birthday is stored in the memory. And you can clearly see there is a chart. In the chart, it will show what data stored. That means it is easy for a developer to know exactly what data is being stored. Understood? And this is raw data. What data is updated? It is raw data. That means it will show what is the data present. We have a chart view and we have a tree. Remember, there is state. State indicates shared appointments and shared appointments count. Okay, difference says previously it was 0, now it is 1. Right, it will have trace. Trace is nothing but it will show from where the data came. Actually, that is dispatch. Huh? You see, there is a dispatch. I need to change my colors. Actually, what is it? Dispatch action. On dispatch, the data is dispatched. That is, you can see now, on dispatch, the data is coming. That means when data is updated, what data is updated, what data is present in memory, everything is visible here. Everything is clearly visible here. That means we can track the data. We can identify what data is being stored. Only one problem is coming. It is not updating here. That means dashboard needs to update based on store, right? We will check why it is not updating. Let's go into the dashboard. Dashboard use effect that depends on, it should load the appointment and display. Actually, this depends on store. That depends on store and cookies. Navigate is not required. Based on cookies also, it should update. Am I using another option here? These are the two dependencies. Then here it should get the count and display. I think now it is working, right? Shared is one dependency problem. That is shared. So here, and let's sign out now. We will sign out. We will sign in as what? John. And we will add here, suppose John, and log in. And it says it is shared one. That means John also can see the appointment shared. Appointment shared. And remember, when I click on this, those appointments should come. That means when user clicks the button, we want to get the appointments and display those. That I will write some logic on this button. Okay. Where is that button? Okay. This is the shared button. For this shared button, I will create an class of canvas. You know, of canvas end. End means right side. ID, I will just use as shared data. That is the ID. Okay, I will put here a div, and this is class of canvas header. In the off canvas header, I will put a heading shared appointments, and I will put a button. So class btn close, bi some x are not required. Button close itself is close. Data bs dismiss. Dismiss is equal to, dismiss should dismiss the off canvas. Off canvas. Okay. And below this, we will keep a div class of canvas body. In the off canvas body, we will put a table. So class table and table hover. And in this, we will put a table header, tr, th, title, and th is some description. Okay, we have title and description, only two. You can add all details, right? And in the T body, what we need to do, in the T body, we need to generate a row for all the appointments. Which appointments? Shared appointments. How to get? Store dot get state, and from there shared appointments. Shared appointments is an array. Dot what? Map read every appointment, and for every appointment create a row and a class. So every, sorry, not class, we will put a key. It should have appointment ID, and every appointment should display its appointment dot what? Title. Another one, it should display appointment dot description. They should display the description. And what we will do here, this should open when I click the button, database toggle. toggle is off canvas. Database target. Target is what? Target is hash shared data. That is the ID of that one. That means when I click this button, it should open an off canvas and it should display. This is birthday. And who shared also if you want? We have user ID also, na? I think this is TH. This is TR, TH, T body, TD. Somewhere heading is missing. Off canvas body. Table, table hover, T head. Okay. Shared by who shared? How we can put TD? Here we will keep, what is it? Appointment dot user ID is there, na? Appointment user ID. Who shared his ID also will come. Then it should display. And why it is very bold? Somewhere heading is missing. Off canvas header. Off canvas body. Off canvas body. Completely off canvas. Acha. It may have a font size somewhere. Table. Why these are in so which I think some bootstrap is not there, working fine. It's working already. The body and all are not framed well. Off canvas. Off canvas. Everything is fine. Somewhere table effect is not working. I think this area font size is very huge for entire area. Uh, I will cut that. This is off canvas. I will put outside this. Okay, somewhere alignment have problem. Means somewhere font size is having issue. Where I think universally we mention font size here. That is affected everywhere. That is affected everywhere. So font size is 5 or completely font size we will remove. That will be better. That will be better. Okay. Because a complete font size is being used for all of them. Fine. That's okay. Now, what is the point? This appointment is shared by David. It is shared by David. Okay. But who is watching John? Right now, I will sign out and log in as what? David. And so here we have to use David11 and log in. Then it will show the same thing, right? So that means now let's sign out. Let's log in as what? John. And John is the password. And John is sharing this appointment like attend client meeting. Share. Are you sure you want to share? Say okay. Then it is shared. This update has problem somewhere. Why it update has problem? Dashboard update has problem. Now David logs in. When David logs in, here update should display. Some updating of appointment in dashboard is having issue. Store based on, because whenever store changes, it will update. So that is fine. In the dashboard, let's go to the routes. In the routes dashboard is, we have the parent path. I think inside this dashboard is displayed. That means not a dashboard. We have to update in app. App is the startup. In app, the main header is present. Header is not present in dashboard. Header is present inside the app, not in the dashboard. That's what, not in the app also. I think it is in home. In home, we are keeping, yeah, in the home, we are keeping this task manager. This task manager is where? Not in home. It is in dashboard only. In dashboard only that task manager is coming. Then why it is not updating? Then I need to go to which one? Home. That is before you load. And the dashboard. Dashboard is using store and cookies. In app, where is that app.jsx? because in this outlet is generated, means all the child content is inside it. It should update on store, and home also na, use effect on store, dashboard okay. Let's go to inspect. In the inspect we will go to which one, not inspect, we will go to here, extensions, dev tools. Currently it is empty. Let's anybody log in. So dev tools, it is currently empty. That means there are no actions. State contains empty. Okay. I click on share. Are you sure? Okay. After that, it should update. Here in the store, it is updating. It is updating. After share, click. Where is that share click? Appointment details. On share click, I need to know the correct design location. This is dashboard area only. In dashboard, somewhere dependencies are missing. Here, because on navigate also it is handling. And it is shared by David. Okay, John is also sharing one appointment. That's not updating. It is updated in the store. Here it is updated, but it is not updating there. Somewhere we are missing dependency. Anything you people noticed? Here also not updated, huh? Because it is not refreshing, reloading, right? Why? What is that? Anyone got the idea? App JSX, huh? But this header we designed only in the header we created. The outlet, go to routes, parent, login, register, dashboard. In dashboard, child routes. Actually, this dashboard has to load again. Then the shared appointments will come. It is in dashboard only. But in dashboard, we given some problem is in the dependency only. Is it depending on context also, na? It is having such string already will. Based on store, get state, shared appointments. Suppose I am using specific one. It is empty now. We will log in. David NIT, David 11. Okay, David is sharing React class. It is updated, but it is not defined here. So this part of dashboard because if I give store anything change in store, it should work. Any change in outlet I will use. That means outlet is not showing. Some problem is here. Acha. edit, delete, share. Because that element is in dashboard only should load. I think sign out is a callback dependency, depends on cookies, store. Means accidentally if this is caching the user, then it is not updating until he sign out. That may be the problem. We'll check. So currently empty, fine. Share React.js. That is also not the point. Okay, on share, click. Same as because this is from child to parent. Are we missing any navigation? I think we are missing the navigation. Huh? Where is it? Appointment. Details. Huh? Actually, after sharing appointment, I think we should navigate. Navigate to which one? Navigate to dashboard. We are missing this. Huh? Navigate is already written, but we are not using it. I think we missed this navigation to dashboard. So let's check now. It is having this. I will sign out. I will refresh. Everything is empty. Everything is empty. Login. John. Okay. You click on share. Appointment is shared. Okay. Now it is. We missed navigation. That means a small issue will cause the problem. That means what we have done, child is actually we have parent inside that child, in that another child. Whenever we edit, whenever we delete. So what we have done after editing, after deleting, we should again get to what? Dashboard. Then it will get loaded with the new data. That is the point missing here, right? We are not navigating to the dashboard after add. That's the reason dashboard is not updating. Dashboard is not mounting at all. Why it is not mounting? We are not navigating. We are missing navigation. So now see, you can see shared is React attend project class by John. Okay. John shared it. Sign out. Let's open David NIT. What is David 11 login? Now he can see that it is shared by John. Now David also is sharing a React class. Then it is shared. Okay, now it is two. Now it is fine. That means now it is able to access the appointment shared by those. So we are missing with navigation. I already added that navigate, but not using it. That means already added use navigate, but we are not navigating. We should navigate after where? After dispatching. After dispatching, when you navigate to dashboard will mount. And when it mounts, it will check, is there any change inside? Is there any change inside store? If there is any change inside the store, it will update. It will update and display, right? So we can use this now and observe what the debugging will do. Redux tools, it is going to show how many appointments and see the concept here. Lot of points are involved here. That means I'm using inspector log monitor. Log monitor will give what completely actions are performed. That means which action, what items. Initially state is having how many keys? Zero, two keys. And in that zero data, after that, there is one data. After that, there are two items. It will show all the actions performed. If I go to inspector, it will show what happened. When I go to chart, then it will display the graph. That means it is going to show state has shared appointments and count. Shared appointments. So 0, which content is present? At 1, which one is present? That means the main purpose of using this Redux is developers can easily identify what data is being shared. Means what data is inside the application state and what data is being updated. It will show that updated. When it is updated, what is being updated, everything it will display. You can see on appointment, on click in appointment, what action is performed, which one is dispatched, everything detailedly it will show. What action is dispatched, from where it is dispatched. So people who are involved in testing, debugging, they can easily track the data. That means what data is in the memory, when it is being updated, with what contents it is being updated, everything it will show clear. That is what the problem is. Actually, if I use reducer also does the same, but reducer we cannot debug. We cannot identify, we cannot predict the data, what data is updated, when it is updated, what actions are performed. We cannot do that. That is now possible by using this technique. I hope you understood the concept here. So what we are doing, we are using a global application state. What is the purpose of global application state? Maintain data across sessions. So majority of React interviews will be around state management. How we transport data to parent to child, child to parent, session to session. Everything is about data transporting, data sharing, data transporting, state related hooks. You need to be aware. I hope you are clear about this. These are all important related to state. Okay. So everything is fine. So I will share this complete example with you. You can try this complete example along with Redux. Now, once you are aware of all these hooks, that means I told you some hooks are related to server side. Those we will ignore, we will not see here. But majority, the hooks asked in interviews, in built-in hooks available, we have discussed. We learned how to create custom hooks and how to use the built-in hooks. Next, now, one more concept we will see. All these days, we are working with what type of components? We are working with function components. I will give you an overview of class components. We will have a outline overview about class components. That means class components are not recommended in modern React. That is outdated concept. Now it is not used much. So, but several old projects may be still using class components. Then we should know how class components work in React. Then we will go to TypeScript. We will go into the concept of TypeScript. React with TypeScript, a complete app I will show you with front end, back end. We will use a MERN stack. So we are going to start one more project, but this time after TypeScript. That means we will learn few days of TypeScript. Then we will have a clarity on what is TypeScript, how to use. Then we can implement another project with complete full stack application. Today, this is enough, right? You try all this concept. So up to Redux, try to build the project. And if you have any doubts, Monday, let me know. So then Monday, we will start with class components and we will go into TypeScript. Class components, I will just give overview because that is old, outdated concept, but still we will learn about it, right? Tomorrow, Monday, we will complete the concept of class, how to work with them. By Monday, you try all this example. If any issue is there, let me know. I will check. Then we will continue with that. Okay, right. Yeah.